Oh, whoa. What's going on, people? You see the title? Self-improvement ruined my life. I ain't gonna the whole video, but I'm gonna try and do better. So it all started whenever I first started working out, right? This was like about 8 years ago. And 8 years ago I worked out and it ruined me. I mean it literally ruined me. I was like, wait, I can do better than I'm doing. Like I have control over that. And it started to make me think, like, bro, what else can I do that's good for me that can train me up to be a better person than what I am now? And I realized that that same discipline I had and I had grown from working out, I said I could take this and move it over into other things. So I started reading. Now, for reference, I've always hated reading. Unless it was about clouds, storms, tornadoes, weather, stuff like that. But I hated reading all the time, and I really didn't have the focus at the time because my life looked like video games, scrolling, junk food, and the latter of the few. Yeah. So I decided I'm gonna buy a book. And wait, can I stand it? Yeah, I can stand. I bought a book. That book was called Atomic Habits. I'll put a picture on the screen right here. Hold on, this freaking Atomic Habits was the first book I bought and said, wow, this book's incredible. What else don't I know? Hold on, let me. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me. That made it a little better. Atomic Habits was the first book I bought and it ruined me. I realized, look, we can do better than we're doing. What are we doing wasting time here? And mind you, at the time I was very big on video games, but I had realized, bro, I mean, what are we getting from this? What do we gain from this? And so I started to look what I could possibly gain from it. And I determined I was not going to be a streamer and I was not going to make videos. Now, for a time, I did make the videos, and for a time, I realized this is incredibly taxing and I'm getting nothing back from it. Kind of sucks, honestly. But I realized, bro, so we've collected 2 Infinity Stones. We can read and exercise. What else can we do? So then, I found apples and bananas. Apples and bananas. It doesn't sound significant, right? But it made me realize how easy access these things are and how much cheaper it is to eat better and how much better you feel when you eat better. Now, fast forward 8 years, I'm finally figuring out nutrition a little bit, like that much. But I'm also realizing I could have done it this whole time. Working out was hard, but I did it because I wanted to do it, despite it being hard, despite there being obstacles, despite me not wanting to do it sometimes. I still managed to do it. And by the time I didn't want to do it, I had already built the discipline. It was too late. You feel me? This is going to make sense in a second. So, fasting forward. Get it? Fasting was one of the next things I discovered. And I said, wow, this is incredible. I have the capacity to work hard and deeper when I fast. When I'm fasted and have worked out, my brain is firing on all cylinders. What is this? This is like magic. So I picked up a skill. I said, you know what? We can do this. We're going to start trading. Now, for a time, I was not profitable, and for a time, I was. For the time that I was not, it took a lot out of me. And for the time that I was profitable, I became greedy. I made it an idol and I made it something that was, whoa, yay, I'm making money. I'm making more money. That ruined me too. Because I realized this whole time I could have made more money than ever. Now, after some time, I was not profitable again. I was not profitable because I was greedy and I wanted to elevate very quickly without building a strong foundation of discipline, structure, and, I digress, emotional stability in all this. And I realized, listen, where are we going to go next with this thing? God took it out of my life. So we're not going anywhere with it right now. Yes, I do plan to return to it, but that's not the point I want to make in this video. The point I wanted to make in this video was having one good habit created all these other good habits. And I missed a ton, but I had realized down the way, like, bro, we can be doing so much better than we are doing. And I'll go as far to say this, right? It is exactly, and I've studied this very intensely. It's the habits that are bad for us that are actually making it harder for us to move into better habits. Let me say that again so it makes sense. For example, you want to build something of value and a purpose, but you have like a crippling scrolling and gaming addiction. There's literally a receptor in your brain, I believe it's the D2 receptor, that is responsible for you wanting to go chase real life things. And it's going to be incredibly difficult for you to do that because you're so attached to your phone, because you are so stuck to gaming. And even in moderation, these things can still hurt that receptor in your brain. So it's like, dang, there's a direct correlation between me quitting this and me being able to chase real things in my life that are tangible and have real value. That should make you think, because now it's all in your face. It's so easy to do these things. And look, I'm gonna empathize with everybody here. Look, the environment that we've been given is so terrible that we literally have to internally start to one, and this is why the word of God working in us is so important, right? Because you're gonna realize, like, look, a lot of things start inside. A lot of things start with identity and character. And these things start inside, right? But going forward, I have to change my environment. Look at my room, bro. Y'all look at my room. We got the pull-up bar. We got the slip bag. We got the stretchy band up there. We got the bed, the recharging pad. We got weights down there. Like, we got a stationary bike behind that. My environment says, look, we're probably going to work out. So what am I going to do? I'm probably going to train at least a little bit. My environment says, hey, look, I got a stack of books up there. So what am I probably going to do? I'm probably going to end up reading. Now, before, what was my environment? I had an Xbox sitting up there, and I had a box of snacks sitting right next to it. What do you think I was going to do? Eat snacks and play Xbox. And these two things, unironically, they make it harder for me to do everything else. So you have a choice to make. Darn, do I quit this and step into better but harder things? Yes. Yeah, listen, yes, that's the thing. Now, I'm not saying idolize any of this, and I'm not saying idolize self-improvement, right? Self-improvement ruined me when I realized I could be doing so much better than I am doing. But the key is this. You have to, God. Jesus has to be the center. Self-improvement without Jesus is just, putting it lightly, it's almost narcissism. It can be. It's not, but it can be. It can become that. So I just want you to watch this video knowing, like, self-improvement isn't bad at all, and you'll probably circle back to it. But let the Lord be the center of it first.